so here we are once again with the BMW 335i that we're going to be giving away pretty soon. I'm going to be doing all 4 brakes today. We're going to replace pads and rotors, do a little bit of work on the interior. So from now on, let's get to the brakes. Alright, so we went to Pulligan Parts and we picked up our brake pads and our Brembo rotors for this car, which we all know Brembo's a super high quality brakes and it's gonna brake fantastic. So enough talking, let's get these things on. Easy way to compare them, lay it down flat, grab the other one, try to match the holes. In this case, here's the retainer bolt. We're gonna put it just like that. And as you can see, all the bolts match perfectly. Once that's done, and take this off, you're gonna flip this around, and then you're gonna match the rotor size. Make sure it's the same. They both match up perfectly. Then we know we can put it in the car. Alright, so I just got done doing the brakes, and since all 4 brakes are done with no pads and retainer springs, we are gonna move into the side skirts finally. Because this is what's really gonna bring this body kit out to life, and you guys are gonna see what we've been trying to see in our brain for the last couple of months. Give me 10 minutes and I get this thing on here. So we ended up putting a complete brace all the way back to this side, and I'm currently working on the front side of it. But it's pretty much the same thing. You put an L bracket here, you drill holes, you put rib nuts, you put the downstar hardware of course, and then you just bolt it all down. Alright, so I just finished putting the side skirts on. Everything is bolted in the right way, the way it's supposed to be, and the wheels are back in there. Next step is gonna be, I'm gonna try to get it off the lift. Upon I missed that, we ended up putting more spaces on the lifter to raise the car up so we can do the side skirt work, which means it's gonna be a lot harder for me to get it off the lift. So I may have to do some custom ramps for when we drop it, it lands on the ramps and we have the space to move the legs and we can slide it back. I think we pushed it a little bit too hard. A little low.
Alright guys, well the boys from Auto Glass Masters are pulling up right now, and they're going to go ahead and put in our moldings for us around our front and rear glass, because we did order brand new pieces straight from BMW to refresh the moldings on this bad boy.
right, so the boys from Autoglass Master in Temecula came down and they did this thing in an hour and 10. It was like super quick. They replaced the front molding, the rear molding, and even the side moldings that were here. They replaced it all in about an hour. These guys are super quick. Thank you so much, Matt.
No problem, man. Anytime.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
And you know we're gonna call you guys again for the next one. Ev gave me this piece of diffuser that we had left over for one of our previous builds. I can't remember which one. This is pretty much an universal kit from Lion's Kit that they just sell out of the box. So you can try to put in whatever car you want. So we're gonna attempt to put it on this car. Yeah, I guess that's it. Just gonna get to work.
All right, well, our Lion's Kit diffuser, which is an RE Amamiya style diffuser, is on. And I love this diffuser. I tried to apply it to a lot of my projects because it's pretty universal. What's cool is you can pick it up from Lions for pretty cheap, and it actually changes the back of the car. And if you mount it well enough, it actually has some function. So I love the way it looks on here. The width of the center diffuser is perfect between our exhausts. We are going to be modifying this exhaust. What we have on here right now is just temporary, but we've got some stuff in store for you guys, so you're going to have to stay tuned for that. But I think overall it really follows the lines of the car and the shape of the car, and I think it's going to add a nice aggressive Japanese style look to the back end of this German car.
Hey, Andres here from Straight 6. What do you got for us in here? Awesome, dude. These are in great shape. Yeah. We just got to get some new envelopes, but all sick.
Oh yeah, dude, this is dope. This is like yours, right?
Yep.
Similar?
Almost the same, yeah.
And they bolt right in.
For the wiring, or do we have to get a plug?
Electrical tape, zip tie, self-tapper here and there. We'll make it work.
So if you guys are in the market for E92, F30, F80, pretty much any BMW part, check out Straight 6. They sell on eBay, they sell direct as well through Instagram. We'll put their Instagram right here on the screen and check them out if you're looking for some parts. These are sick. I can't wait to put these in.
We have the M4 here, and for the research that I've done online, it should be pretty straightforward. The module has to change from the E92 into the M4 seat. Where it gets kind of complicated is from the main harness, the main plug. So this main plug is completely different to the one on the E92 seat. So I know for a fact that I have to de-pin this entire plug and pin the E92 plug into this seat so everything can be plug and play. And there is one wire that we have to rewire to a switch power source so the lights on the M4 seat can work. wider, for sure. Oh, that's working. Seems to be working. We may have a 2 for 2. Because you see this blue wire? Mm-hmm. That blue wire is going to be connected to that light. Vice versa with the other seat. And whenever that light turns on, which is whenever you unlock the car or open the door, the M logo will light up on the seat as well. Which is something that E92 doesn't have. All right, so now that we have the M4 seats in the car, it is time for us to, ooh, beautiful seats. It is time for us to remove this stock steering wheel, and we are gonna be adding the carbon-tastic steering wheel, which looks freaking incredible. Bam! So I unplugged the battery for like an hour. Yeah, what that does is just reduces the chance of this airbag going off. No reason you would think that once you take the battery off, it will be fine. But according to BMW experts, there's still some power lingering around and it might deploy the airbag when you try to mess with it. So I waited the hour because I'm not trying to be the one that deploys this thing on my face. Anyways, steering wheel is sick, dude. Shout out to Carbon-tastic. I have yet to see a steering wheel that I did not love. Like, this thing is sick. The carbon fiber is so sick. I love the line, the racing stripe on top, and the stitching with the suede of the Alcantara is freaking legit. So yeah, good stuff, man. Let's put some power in here and let's hope like the airbag doesn't deploy. Ta-da!
This lift is for an E92 M3. So it's close, but it needs some massaging for sure. Maybe a little more than massaging. It needs a lot of work to get to finish because this is a 335i with the M3 style bumper. So
the M3 style bumper is actually custom made.
Yes.
It's not an actual M3 bumper.
Which is surprising.
So you can't just buy an M3 lip and bolt it on.
Right. Well, that's gonna do it for today's YouTube video. We forgot to film an outro last night, so I'm just kind of filling in here. Remember guys, we're giving this car away in just a couple weeks, so if you wanna get your chance to win it, you can. Hop on over to our website. Every $1 you spend on car parts or merchandise, or even something as simple as like oil for an oil change, that can give you your entries to win the car. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned, the next episode is going to be awesome. It's when we finally tackle the performance and all of the engine parts that we have gathered here at the shop. So stay tuned, this thing's gonna make a lot more power, but at least it is looking right and sitting right now, and I am very excited to get behind the wheel. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Later.